Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Chicago. I'm glad to be back here in Chicago. See if we can make it past the charity volunteers here. Yeah, good. Okay, so we'll head across Lake Street. Got a little breeze here, 77 degrees. Probably going to get up to the low 80s. Picture perfect summer day here, June 24th, 2024. I'm happy to report we went by the Chicago Bean this morning at Cloud Gate. The Anish Kapoor sculpture there, and it's back open. So we'll cruise by it again. Look at the lines here, people lining up to get Nutella. Sign of summer's back. We got lines to get Nutella, Nando's, all this stuff here on Michigan Avenue. We got the NASCAR race. They're starting to set it up. So we'll check out the grandstand starting to take shape there. Mary Therese, Julie Reed, Chris, thanks for tuning in from East Lansing there. And yeah, glad to be back in Chicago. So I guess there's a Women's March for Reproductive Rights today. There's always so much stuff going on. Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. I just got back in the city, and already just yesterday to today, the Ryan Sandberg statue. Doug, how you doing there? Hopefully you got to see that. Crystal Blue Funk, thanks for tuning in. Michelle Morissette, Angel, I miss anybody here. And yeah, that was a good day yesterday, even though the Cubs lost to the Mets. We stopped by the Pride Fest. Like I said, there's a Women's March for Freedom. Supposedly the Buckingham Fountain's back on. We're gonna go check it out here. They're taking a nice group shot here. We head up Michigan Avenue, or head south on Michigan Avenue. We'll go check out the Bean. We got the lights, so we'll head to Millennium Park. But yeah, supposedly the Buckingham Fountain's back on. They got it restored yesterday, so lickety split there. Even though it was vandalized on Friday and Saturday, they drained it. They got it back going here in the city. It works. So we'll try to check all this out here over our lunch there. But yeah, John James, Julie Reed. Yeah, thanks to everybody. Sweet Home Chicago. It's good to be back in Sweet Home Chicago. Yeah, we just crossed Randolph. More crowds here on Michigan Avenue. Heading down to the park here. So we'll see how many people we see at the Bean. Hopefully we'll be able to stream clear to the rear there. We saw it this morning. Does anybody know of any Women's March events here in Chicago? Usually maybe like Federal Plaza or Daily Plaza. I did a quick search online. I'll search this afternoon to see if I can find anything. If I run into anything, I'll be sure to cover it. People are asking me this. I'm just one person. If I stumble across protests, be they anti-war, pro women's rights, I'm all for it, all those things. But I got a day job. I got other stuff I got to go on. I can't spend my whole day just searching for events. I guess people understandably assume that I spend all my days just covering everything that happens in Chicago. There's so much going on that I can't physically cover everything. I got my own life, as people know here. Hey, Taco, Alpina, Salsa, Merck, P.I., Dolores, thanks everybody for tuning in here. And Julie and Doug and everybody else. But yeah, here we're back at the Millennium Park. We were here this morning. Got a few hours of work done. Now we're already at the noon hour. We got 77 degrees, going up to 80. Beautiful summer day here. So let's go check out the Bean. I think that's where all these people are going to. It should be pretty crowded. Daryl, yeah, you moved to Worth. That's good. Thanks for tuning in there. And yeah, we'll check out the flowers. There's the Great Bean of Chicago. It's starting to get hot. It's not as hot as it was this weekend. Tomorrow it's saying it's supposed to be warmer. We might get storms, but the up and down weather continues. There, look at that Double Clutch Brewery over there. There's the Bean. We'll head up the stairs here. Join the crowds here going to check out the Bean, newly reopened. I guess they reopened it yesterday. June 23rd. We're at June 24th here. Hey, Natalie, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. Happy Monday. Yeah, got the pansies here, newly planted flowers. Yeah, lunch bunch is turning. Thanks for letting me have a nice 2 weeks off, more or less. We did some lives there from Texas, as you know. I have been on YouTube for a few days here. It's good to be back in Chicago, seeing these people gathering here at Millennium Park. Yeah, it's much more crowded here than usual because the Chicago bean, the Cloud Gate, the Anish Kapoor sculpture is back open here. Officially known as Cloud Gate. We all call it the Bean. Most people just call it the Bean. Great Bean of Chicago is looking nice here. So you got the seating. Yeah, look how much more crowded it is now than it was when we were there this morning. About 7:50 this morning we were here. Hey, Crystal Blue Funk, Taco Jalapeno Sauce and Merc. John James, there's the Great Bean of Chicago. Sounds like the symphony's playing in the park here. See, there's so much going on. We'll have to cruise through Pritzker Plaza there. Hear the symphony practicing. You know, we're in summer here when the symphony's practicing. It's summertime. We got the Great Bean of Chicago. We'll just do a whole circumnavigation of the bean. I'm not going to attempt to go underneath it. We went underneath it this morning. If you want to watch that, go to my TikTok, my latest TikTok. We walked underneath the bean this morning, and that's already posted. Bob, how you doing there? Yeah, Bob saw it this morning. Bob was on when we walked by on TikTok this morning. Yeah, I like the beans there, Taco. See, isn't it great? It's back open. See how they redid this plaza? They just redid the plaza. Look how it's blurry there. It got blurry because the sun went right into my lens there and caused it to get blurry. It's doing it again. Huh. But see, you know, there were steps, but I don't remember exactly how they were. To me, these steps seem like they're different, especially on the other side there. Like it keeps getting blurry every time the sun goes directly into my camera here. But see how you can overlook the Double Clutch Brewing Company bar there and the dining area here. Millennium Park Grill here. There's the Great Bean of Chicago. It's looking nice. Yeah. So since we'll attempt to go underneath it here. It's always hard when there's a lot of crowds here. I'll see how my bandwidth does here. See, they're trying to go up there and take pictures. The crowd seem to be right here in the center. Seems like my bandwidth's okay here, so we'll attempt to go underneath here. Holland, how you doing here? Welcome to Chicago. We're at the Great Bean of Chicago here. They got it back open, so nice that people can walk underneath here. Extremely clear to the rear here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you get the mini bean paperweight. Yeah, they sell those in the store there. So yeah, you get right up there and take a picture. Yeah, we made it. I can't believe we made it through there without losing the connection there. Seems like they increased. Maybe that's what they did. They increased the bandwidth by replacing the plaza there. I'm all for it here. Yeah, Natalie, thanks for tuning in there. Great Bean of Chicago. See, I gotta be careful when I walk down the stairs here. They got these steps here, kind of, and they added these. Were these bollards always there? I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at my old footage to see if they changed anything or not. But here, let's head over. The symphony's playing. Yeah. Makes the local paper in Ohio. That's amazing. Yeah, well, you know, people have been asking when this was going to reopen for a long time. I've been walking by it for 9 months. People are like, when's the Bean going to reopen? Now it's reopened, so now I got to keep walking by it the next 9 months. Here's the symphony. Chicago Symphony Orchestra practicing. Pritzker Plaza here. We'll try to head across the center here. Yeah, I don't think those lights were there either. Yeah, thanks for weighing in there. Help me out with the updates there to the plaza. So this is the Pritzker band shell here. Frank Gehry designed this, of course. The titanium alloy type structure. See if the symphony's gonna play another round here. Yeah, they practice all throughout the summer here. Let me zoom in here without trying to hit the mute here. There we go. Yeah, they practice. They have a summer concert series here. Yeah, they usually practice all throughout the summer. You check out the Chicago in the Park summer series there online to get the dates. I don't know when they're gonna. I doubt they'll be tonight. Usually they play on weekends and stuff, but they practice throughout the week. See how they have the whole lawn roped off there to keep the grass nice for the events. And usually people bring like picnics, wine, stuff like that. It's funny how the Park District tolerates rich people with wine more than poor people with 40s, but it's the way of the world, you know. Look at the beautiful skyline here. Yeah. There you go, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Thanks, Despicable Me. Thanks for the good info there. See, we crowdsourced it. Several minds are better than my one mind, and thanks for posting that there. People ask me comments I want to say, but you know, I don't. Here we hear the symphony. Frolic in the Park. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm glad the sound's coming through. Here's the bean. We'll zoom into the bean here while we listen to the symphony. Yeah, bring your family. Check out the symphony in the park here. Michael Anderson, Lindsay, yeah, take and have a nap. Hey, Patricia, Julie, Taco, Marco. Sorry if I missed anybody here. So I want to head down to the Crown Fountain. They got the Crown Fountain on, so we'll go through the southern edge of Millennium Park here. Make sure we catch it here. Yeah, we'll head down through the Lurie Gardens here. you go, the symphony there. Yeah, they're clapping. What do you think? They're Patricia, Lindsay, and Julie? Yeah. So here we'll head into the Lurie Gardens here, and we'll head over to the Crown Fountain. I think I saw it was on this morning. How's it going? So usually they turn this water feature on. I don't know if they're going to turn it on later or leave it off. There's a view to the Sears Tower, Lurie Gardens here. Hey, look how tall the tall grass prairie's getting here. All these natural flowers here. We can head right through here. And I hear the Crown Fountain's on, so I'll head this way because I know we have to head out this way. There, look at that. It's good to be back in Chicago. Take a nap. Get another world here. It's a different world. Look at this stuff here. Look at the butterflies like it. Lurie Gardens right here in the city in the garden here. Yeah, if we go this way, we'll get to see if the grandstands are starting to take shape here for the NASCAR. I'm hoping to attend the thing this year, actually go inside. I tried to cover it last year from the outside, and it was hard to get a connection there outside the fence. I realized you have to break down and get a general admission ticket there to get inside. Walk around a little bit. Same thing with Lollapalooza. Some of the other things, you know, I missed the Suenos, but it got rained out, some of it, so yeah. Missed some of the jazz or the blues fest too. Daniel, how you doing there? Yeah, this is live. How you doing there, Daniel? Welcome to YouTube. Yeah, we usually do a live stream lunchtime on YouTube. We do the TikToks in the morning and the evening. At least that's the pattern I'm generally in now. Depending on the way the TikTok band goes, we got the backup here on YouTube, which is good. And I'm starting to post reruns on Instagram as the backup to the backup. I know we're looking into. I was talking to Tim, Major Hustler, about Twitch. I know Dan, All Day New York City. He's probably back. He's been live streaming so long. He probably started on Twitch and then went to TikTok, and now he's going back to Twitch because he has some frustrations, same frustrations that Major Hustler and I have. I'm sure Deo Talk would agree. But yeah, Dia Blaze, how you doing there? Despicable Me, Marco, Christy Draper. So yeah, let's check out the Crown Fountain. I think it's on here. I can't tell. Well, there's water. Yeah, it is on. So good. So let's check out the Crown Fountain here. We'll see if we can catch it with the faces and the. I don't know if they got the faces on. They might just have the waterfall because they were working on it over 2 weeks ago when I was here last. Yeah, the Great Prairie. Yeah. So here's the. Yeah, there's the faces. Oh, good. They got a new face on there. So I think we just missed it. It went through takes about 5 minutes for them to cycle through the whole thing here. So kids are splashing around here. Here's the Crown Fountain here in Chicago. It looks really nice when you enter it from the south. Here you get the Michigan Avenue skyline kind of in the background. I'm glad this is back on. And yeah, people are going through got different faces. About once every 5 minutes they pucker up and they spit some water. So we'll walk all the way around the back side of it, and then we'll come back and try to catch it here. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. We're back here in Millennium Park here by the Crown Fountain. And we'll head around the back here. We gotta get our feet wet here. We'll walk through the rainbow. Feels good though. You want to cool off here, you can douse your head underneath that waterfall. Come to the Crown Fountain here. They got some ice cream. How you doing? Yeah, it is a nice fountain here. Yeah, like anything, you know, people congregate here just like the bean. The bean was a big piece that was missing from Millennium Park when it was under construction. Same with this. You know, usually they turn it off the whole 8 months out of the year. You know, you can turn it on in the summer months, but even when it got warm, they didn't have it on. And so they don't have the water running on the south one. So I guess this will be the only one that the water will, let's see if it's getting ready to pucker up here. I think it's getting ready, hopefully. Sometimes they leave you hanging in anticipation here. Let's see if we can catch it here. We'll cycle through the 5 minutes here. But what a beautiful day here. We got 75 degrees. Yeah, Sharon, how's it going there? Taco? Yeah, the kids love it. Yeah, you can splash around there. So I'm just hanging around here. I'm going to try to catch it when it puckers up and spits the water out. It always catches me when I'm not looking. Like watch, I'll turn the camera and it'll get ready to go here. They might not have it running because I can't tell if they got it fully turned on or not. The one to the south, they don't have it turned on, the water. So I don't think that one's going to do it. This one might do it since, let's get back here just a little bit here so we can get a better view of it here. Yeah, they're getting ready here, so they're hopefully, they're hoping for the same thing. They want to get a picture there when it's spitting out water. Crown Fountain, Chicago, Millennium Park here. Beans back open. People they're laying in the water here. It always takes so long. I wish they would do it like once every minute, because you know, of course, I feel like I'm wasting a bunch of time here when I could be walking, heading over to the Buckingham Fountain here, just waiting for this thing to. When we walked up on it, they just changed the faces. But when it does it, the kids love it. That's what I'm trying to capture here. You can hear the yellow going by in the distance, Michigan Avenue here. Anticipation. Let's get a little closer here. Looks like he's thinking. He's thinking. He's trying to pucker up there. There it goes. There it goes. There it is. Crown Fountain there. Yeah. Get a nice shower there. Get cool off there. Oh, the other one is going. So both of them are going. That's good to know. So this one seems like it's going further. Crown Fountain here, the faces there, spit out water once every 5 minutes. There it goes. So, see, it's gone. That's how long it lasts. At least both of them are going here. And we'll head over in front of the Art Institute there. We'll go in front of the Lions. We'll try to make it over to the Buckingham Fountain before we have to head back here. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah, they're starting to turn some water on there. See, I don't know, they still don't have the water coming around the back of this one. So, we'll head past all the food trucks here. Of course, there's women marches going on today. There's other things going on all the time there. Let me know if there's anything I should be aware of, things but I gotta head back to work for this afternoon. Maybe I'll try to find out more online. People, every day there's always things that I knew were coming up and then I forget about, and then how you doing? Appreciate it, thank you. That's good. Yeah, the Buddhist monks walk through Millennium Park a lot. You'll encounter them if you come here, and if you give them a donation, they'll give you a little card. And they'll write your name in a book. Pray. Here we got the light here. So Ed Paschke Way. Everybody remember Ed Paschke? Here we'll go. We're crossing Monroe here. We'll go right by the Art Institute. Picture perfect day here. Feels like summer. It is summer. Summer in Chicago. We live for this all year, and now it's all these events are just piling up here. Ventron 3000. Yeah, back home safe. Back home safe in Chicago. Thanks for checking in on me, Merck and John James. See, here's how this is the sculpture garden. There's a helicopter flying right over us here. Let's see if we get this helicopter. It seems like it's coming in really low here. Look at this helicopter right over the Art Institute. The shadow just went above us there. I don't know what this helicopter's doing. This happened last year around when they were setting up for the NASCAR. So I don't know if they're airlifting somebody or what this is. But here, it seems like they got the other entrance closed. There's construction everywhere you look. Fencing, yeah, you can hear them working over there. So we got to head out the way we came in here. I was going to walk through over there, but this is the Art Institute of Chicago. We'll head down Michigan Avenue. The University Club in Monroe Building. School of the Art Institute of Chicago. There, NASCAR, July 6th and 7th. TJD. That was a police helicopter. Thanks, Despicable Me. Yeah. So here, we'll head right by the Lions here. Michigan Avenue, looking south here. Art Institute of Chicago. All construction all the time. The flowers look nice in the median. Lines look nice. They're waxed up. Yeah, I see some grandstands over there. So here, we'll check this out. So supposedly the Buckingham Fountain's back on. I'm going to try to get close enough to verify that. Of course, red dye was put in and it was vandalized over the weekend. They're not for sure who did it. They assume it was Palestinian protesters because all kinds of graffiti appeared at the same time that happened. And it makes sense. It was interesting when I came back to Chicago. I took the Amtrak back in from Southern Illinois there. And the taxi driver told me, he said, they're going to dye the river and they're going to dye stuff. And that was Friday night, and he must have just heard about it or knew it was going to happen. You know, it was interesting. I didn't know what he was talking about. He goes, you'll find out. He literally said that. And then the next day in the news, they dyed Buckingham Fountain red. And it all made sense there. Yeah, it's supposedly back in service. So that's what I'm going to try to check out. I don't know if I'll be able to, I think I'll be able to walk down Jackson. I don't know if they got it closed off. When the NASCAR race actually goes on, you cannot access the Buckingham Fountain unless you got a ticket. Here we'll head into, this is one of my favorite little plazas in Chicago, just south of the Art Institute. You got the fountain of the 5 Great Lakes, and the fountain's on these beautiful trees here. Yeah. Sleeper cell. Could be, you never know. Look at this beautiful fountain here. We're at the Southern Plaza here on the Michigan Avenue side of the Art Institute of Chicago. And look how nice this looks. We streaming okay? I really like this plaza. They like these trees. See how there's a sculpture straight back there. That's the sculpture to the 5 Great Lakes. Those 5 women in the sculpture, they represent the 5 Great Lakes of Chicago, that we share with Canada. Superior pours from one basin into the other, just like the Great Lakes form the St. Lawrence Seaway as it heads into the Atlantic there. And yeah, Christopher Dotson, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, we're back in Chicago. Glad to be back. I know you were on some of the lives I had there from Texas. I appreciate that. I saw you were streaming over Juneteenth, and you went to the High Line. That was nice. And I guess they cut the festivities short. When was that? Wednesday. The days are just flying by, but we're back in Chicago. We covered some stuff yesterday, and the Bean's back open. Glad to Chicago Bean's back open, so we'll be continuing our coverage of that. And we're going to check out the Buckingham Fountain. That's what we were talking about. It was vandalized, but here's I think it's back open now. Here's the grandstands for the NASCAR. Look at that. We'll cross the street here and we'll film. We'll be back down here probably several times into the buildup of the NASCAR street race. Takes over portions of Grant Park. You see how they got the barricades up here. So another sign of summer. Right after the 4th of July, they'll run this NASCAR race. And Kevin, how you doing there? Thanks everybody. Thanks for saying hello to Kevin. Yeah, Kevin, I guess I told you the Tigers finally got one against the White Sox. You know, the White Sox were winning those games until that last one there. So, but here's the grandstands here. They're setting up the seats here. So the NASCAR street race, going to use portions of Michigan Avenue, and I guess you'll be able to watch it on TV. Here's the grandstands. We'll cover that more later. I mainly want to get to Buckingham Fountain right now to see that it's back open. We got 12:28, so I'm going to rush over to the Buckingham Fountain, then I'm going to have to rush back to work here. This is just going to be a typical, hopefully hour-long lunch walk here through Millennium Park, Grant Park. There's the back of the NASCAR grandstands they're setting up. So they got portions, probably Ida B. Wells and Columbus is already, portions of those streets are blocked off where they're setting up for the NASCAR. And thanks for tuning in here. We'll walk over. We'll do a little fit check of the Buckingham Fountain. Make sure it's back on. And yeah, supposedly they had it up and running yesterday. I didn't know how long it was going to take them to drain it, make sure all the dye was out, and fill it back with thousands and thousands of gallons of water. It's a huge fountain, but the lake looks nice. I guess we're getting up to 80 degrees. We're crossing the metro tracks. So there's the busway. The busway is actually being used. Connects the hotels of Lakeshore East with the McCormick Place Convention Center. Goes right under the Art Institute there, just like the South Shore and Metro trains. There's the Van Buren station right there. Here we'll head over to Columbus Avenue here. Look at that south loop skyline. Yeah, we can walk through these trees, cut across here maybe. Well, we'll head straight up to the intersection here, trying to fill in the gap. There's not much to look at here, but there's these beautiful trees, part of Grant Park. All planted in a row, very formal. It's like a French formal garden. 3 layers of trees. And there's the Art Institute of Chicago. Has some classrooms over there, part of the old Art Institute of Chicago Museum. So eventually, I think this area will become like the Pit Row area, or further south, they use some of Columbus. Let's walk through this. Well, if we want to go straight here, so we'll have to wait for the light, the next cycle of the light here. We'll get across and check out the Buckingham Fountain. Yeah, they used Butler Field last year as a big staging area for the will call. I'll probably have to go to will call to pick up my tickets. I did get my wristband for Lollapalooza. I got 2 days, Thursday and Friday, I got wristbands for Lollapalooza, which doesn't happen until the first weekend of August. We're not even to July yet. So we got 4th of July stuff, and then we'll have NASCAR stuff, and there'll be others every weekend from now on. Like next weekend's the Pride Parade. Literally like hundreds and thousands, if not over 1 million people show up for that. We got a taste of it with Pride Fest there yesterday. We saw the Ryan Sandberg statue there on TikTok. Here comes a bike taxi. So we got 10 seconds to cross here. This is Columbus Drive. Yeah, they're setting up, right as we speak, they're setting up more grandstands right here for the NASCAR. Wait for the left turns here. Yeah, I can see through the trees. Buckingham Fountain is on. So they already got it cleaned up. See, it is the city that works, even when it doesn't. Yeah, we'll head right over to the Buckingham Fountain. We got 12:32. See how they got this nicely paved for the NASCAR? That was a big deal last year. They had to repave all this. They're setting up the grandstands here along Columbus for the NASCAR. Look, come and see us. We're open. The Buckingham Fountain. It says we're open. They got to let people know because it was closed on Saturday. People were disappointed. Ata, yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Hopeful and blessed. Despicable Me. Yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in here. Lunch Bunch. We're back in Chicago. Yeah, look at it's like a look at the amount of, it's like a 2 or 3 story. We'll see that when we go over to the fountain there. We might head over. That's like probably the VIP area around the pit row and media and everything that they got to set up for the NASCAR race. Look at the flowers here. This formal planted area here. I call this the formal French Gardens. Looks like you're in Paris or something. Yeah, bike taxis, there's dangers to everything. There's dangers to scooters, there's dangers to bike taxis, there's dangers to just walking down the street. Sometimes you get hit by a bike taxi. I know, yeah, it's I don't know what the liability is. I'm sure I guess they got to have some sort of insurance since they have a commercial license to operate. It's all regulated, but yeah, you know, anytime you're in any vehicle like that, if a car hits you, there's not much safety features built into it. You're not wearing a seatbelt usually, but positive, negatives, everything. What do we always say? Just like the Buckingham Fountain. Look at this little fountain here. They're splashing, giving that guy a shower there. Yeah, there's always something to be worried about no matter where you go. You can take the most safest thing you think in the world, like going to the grocery store, and there's dangers to that. We learned in Arkansas, you know, it's just, there's no rhyme to reason anything. That's the scariest thing, when they find a suspect that doesn't have a motive. You're like, why did you do this? Why did you just snap? You know, and that's what makes the world so disconcerting. But such is life. Here we got Pie Life. See, they got the restrooms here. To me, they look like French. But hey, the Buckingham Fountain is on. The water looks blue or white, and they cleared out all the red water and replaced it with fresh water from the lake, and they got it back up and running within days. 2 days, less than 2 days, they had it back up and running here. Nice to see it back on here. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, the nice blue water here, the Buckingham Fountain. And I'm empathetic to the protesters' cause. No one likes genocide, no matter where it happens, why it happens, who's doing it. We all should be against it, but war is a horrible tragedy, and I'm generally against any war for any reason. But that's not the way the world works, you know, and it's hard. But hey, look at the Buckingham Fountain. It's looking nice. Back in business, yeah. You can see it from your office window. That's great. Hey, you got a nice view there. You got a nice view of the park. See the beautiful lake over here. See, they usually set up merchandise tents and all kinds of stuff around the fountain here for the NASCAR race, and they do it for Lollapalooza as well. Here, we'll walk around here. So if you walk around the south end, you got the beautiful skyline view with the Buckingham Fountain below it, or in front of it. I want to catch this because so people are going to ask, they say, hey, what happened to the fountain? People were messaging me yesterday. I said, I know, I'll get down there today, and here we are. I'm glad it's back on. Beautiful Buckingham Fountain. Glad to be back here in Chicago. Thanks for tuning in here, everybody on the Lunch Bunch. We'll get the beautiful skyline behind here. We walk by the Buckingham Fountain back on after it was vandalized on, I guess, Friday night, Saturday morning. You can check it out online and see what happened. But it's back, and we're back. Yeah, autocorrect. You got to watch that auto spell. Auto smell. You're in the red building? Yeah, Northern Trust. That used to be the CNA building, but yeah, you see it right there. See the Sears Tower in that red building. Thanks, Taco Jalapenos also. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, the fellow Chicagoans here checking out the Buckingham Fountain. Yeah, well, you're here virtually. See, not a cloud in the sky. Picture perfect day, 80 degrees. Not too humid. This is the type of summer day you want to have every day. And yeah, I'm sure there's something good going over the 4th. Last year I was disappointed because they didn't really do a fireworks display on the 3rd like they usually do. They kind of did it on the 2nd. Now, of course, like Evanston has a nice fireworks display. Other suburban communities have fireworks display. I don't know if Chicago's going to be doing something or not. I'll look into that. If anybody knows anything, let me know about Navy Pier or somewhere else in Chicago, and we'll figure it out. There's plenty of chances for us to catch fireworks all throughout the summer. They've already been going on at Navy Pier. Somebody asked me about Evanston. I know I haven't been up to Evanston because I usually do the city first, but we might get up to Evanston. Who knows, on the 4th. They usually put on a good fireworks display, and it'll give me an excuse to cruise through Evanston, maybe check out the Baha'i Temple and stuff, but no promises. Look at this tank. They're moving this whole thing here. Yeah, they're moving this whole, look at that. Now look at it, look at these grandstands here. It's starting to take shape here. This is the NASCAR. See, we're by the Buckingham Fountain, which is on. They're literally moving this thing with tank treads there. All the logistics for the NASCAR race here. And there's those grandstands taking shape there on Columbus Drive. We'll check this out over the next 2 weeks before the NASCAR race. They'll continue to block this off. Full Moon Jam. Folks are performing at Winnemac Park. No fireworks. Yeah, I know where that's at. It's on the north side, northwest side there. Yeah. City of Chicago canceled the fireworks. The 3rd at Navy Pier. Yeah, that's what they did last year. So thanks, Toya, for the good information there. That's what I expected. So we'll figure out something. I really enjoyed last year. We went up to Montrose Beach because so many people go out and picnic there at Montrose Beach and fill that beach up. It's such a wide beach. And we saw people jumping in the water and stuff. And so we'll probably just head along the lakefront. There's so many people from boats that shoot fireworks. We just filmed the fireworks from Diversity Harbor and Belmont Harbor. And there was a lot to see, you know. Just people's own personal fireworks. And we'll figure something out for the 4th. I'll be in Chicago for the 4th because I plan to stay here through the NASCAR race and actually go try to cover the NASCAR race. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough bandwidth to cover it the way I want to. But look at all the seats and grandstands they got here. They're setting up the grandstands down here. I might not be able to walk this way. I'll have to run across the street here, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, the staging for NASCAR continues here. It says sidewalk closed, so I'll head through the park here. So I see a person in an orange vest. They'll probably tell me to stop walking this way if I go this way. But hey, look at all the stuff here. We'll head through the park there. We'll get glimpses of the fountain through the trees here. Coney Island, Brooklyn, every Friday night. Hey, that's good. Foster Beach Country Club there does a nice show on the 4th. That's good to know. Foster Beach, Despicable Me. Okay, good. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get you some fireworks, and I'm sure there's fireworks wherever you're at there. See sidewalk closed. We'll head around here. They got it all fenced off here. Sidewalk closed. You got to go all the way back this way where we came. So what time we got? 12:42. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get over into Maggie Daly Park, and hopefully we'll be able to walk across the pedestrian bridge there. And maybe the symphony's still playing there, and we'll just head back to work. They had a parade on Saturday, the Mermaid Parade. Hey, did you see that, Christopher? If you saw that or if you filmed it, I'll watch the rerun there. Christopher, I saw we were on Chestnut Street in Chicago. That always reminds me of Joey Chestnut. I heard that Joey Chestnut's the hot dog champion for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest they have there, and I heard that they banned him this year because he took a sponsorship deal with a vegetarian hot dog company, and so they're not going to let him compete, even though he would probably win. Isn't that amazing? So for all the people that could never beat Joey Chestnut for the Nathan's hot dog, this is their year. They can finally win because he's not going to be able to compete. And I wonder if the ratings are going to be down. We'll see. But, you know, he cashed in there. He got a sponsorship. But the Mermaid Parade, that sounds like fun there. Mermaid Parade there at Coney Island. They always would do stuff like that. Mermaid Parade, the back to the Poseidon, the Greek and Roman gods there for the ocean and the mermaids, and it's a fun time there. But yeah, you can see the staging for some of the NASCAR here. Let's go up here. Let's check out some of the staging here. Here's a water fountain. I usually don't pass up an opportunity to get a drink of water here when they're running here, so thanks for giving me a second here. Trying to stay hydrated here in the summer sun. Yeah, Joey Chestnut portrayed the hot dog world. Something fishy going on with the mermaids. Yeah, that's good, Michael. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Christopher produces great content there in New York. I'm glad. That's why New York has so many great live streamers. You know, I'm glad that Jay, City Walking Girl, she was on this morning, and she's a fellow Chicagoan that live streams here along with Vic Cohen and other people that produce good content, Jim and I. But New York has so many more live streamers than Chicago, and I always wonder why is that, you know, because it's not relative to the population. It's like and you know, New York is the iconic metropolis of the world there that most people immediately recognize. Chicago, we're always the second, third, fourth, fifth city. LA is larger in population, but we have a bigger skyline as far as if you count the tall buildings, but and architecturally we're significant. But that's why we try to cover Chicago too here. Yeah, this is all the staging here for the NASCAR. So let's check this out here. We'll walk across Butler Field. There's good views to the skyline here. See, we'll cross Monroe here. Here's looking right back to the Sears Tower here. I got to get across. There's a car coming, gonna run me over here. Wow, look at the giant forklift moving stuff around here. So I'm probably not supposed to walk through here. Look how they got vegan forever. I wonder what this is, huh? But here we'll stay outside the fence here. Just want to show this and some NASCAR staging going up here in Butler Field. I probably could walk through there. I just don't want to get yelled at if I was amazed last year. I was able to walk around when they were setting up in areas I know they probably, but there wasn't much security. Even when the rig trucks came in, you could get like right up next to them. I was surprised, but yeah, prettier skyline. Thanks for the compliment there. Yeah, we'll cut off the path here. We'll head behind the Art Institute of Chicago. What time we got here? 12:47. You need a vest. James Petrillo Band Shell. That's what this is, the older one here at Butler Field. There you can see the skyline behind the Art Institute. Here, if I walk down this way, maybe we can check out some of the staging here for the Butler Field, for the NASCAR here. Got some semi-trucks parked in here, dropping off equipment. Bunch of garbage. Staging area here. Oh, you bring your son next Friday for the NASCAR race. Yeah, the haulers. Last year, yeah, when those rigs came in, they came in the middle of the night, and they parked all along here, and you could see them from Lakeshore Drive. Yeah, right in through here, and they were pushing all the equipment, the teams. You could get right up next to them. It was amazing. And hopefully it'll be the same this year. If you want to get up and close and personal, I don't know how other NASCAR races are, but this one is the street race. It was truly a spectacle, and that's why I hope to cover it better this year. I was literally hanging on the fence last year. A fence hanger. Here's the mirror glass here, the Arnott's Chicago, the back entrance here. So we'll cross back into Millennium Park, and maybe the symphony will still be playing. Yeah, the clipboard, yeah. If I bring a clipboard and look like something important, I have a hard hat, so you know that if you want to walk around a construction site, just wear a hard hat and look like you know what you're doing. Usually they'll be like, yeah, I'm here to talk to the supervisor. Where's the super? I'll be the head contractor. It's all organized. I'll say, oh, I work with a bunch of architects and engineers. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, there's the stock exchange. Arch there, Louis Sullivan saved that. Nice skyline of Chicago. Hey, ice cream, walking the dog. You gotta get an OSHA vest. Yeah, if I get an OSHA vest, no one will stop me. I'll be like, violation, you know. That's why, you know, when they see somebody like me with a camera, that's usually what they're thinking of, liability. You know, who am I with? Am I with like Crime Stoppers or? It's all organized. But here, we'll cross over here at Monroe and Columbus here. We'll try to head right up in there. Actually, we want to stay on this side here. So what am I doing here? I need to cross this way. So we'll wait till this traffic moves out and then we can run across here. Yeah, despicable me. I'm from the main office. From OSHA. From the health inspector. I'm with the Mayor's Department of Special Events. But here we'll head into Maggie Daly Park. We'll cross. But yeah, last year this is where all the rigs parked, the crews, and they brought all the equipment. They were pushing the trucks and everything around, and all the fire extinguishers and all the stuff that they bring with them with the pit crews. All the equipment trucks for each car has a semi truck of equipment they bring with it, and they put the number of the driver. Even before that, even NASCAR has their own merchandise trucks that come up. We caught them coming up Michigan Avenue. People like seeing those big rigs coming up Michigan Avenue. And usually they don't allow semis on Lakeshore Drive, but I think they made an exception for this, just in this certain area. Moving your daughter in an apartment on Dearborn. That's great. Hey, I hope she likes Chicago. That's good. Thanks for helping her out. And yeah, scenes of the city here. We're in Maggie Daly Park here, 1252. Yeah, there's this giant playground. The reason I'm going this way, I want to catch this BP bridge that goes over Columbus. We get nice skyline views. We've done it many times before, but why not? We got 61 people. Thanks for tuning in here on YouTube. Yeah, I was talking to Tim, Major Hustler. He's like, how you doing there on YouTube? I said, well, it's harder to get people to watch on the live streams. I said, we get from 30 to 60 people in here. I think our record, one time we got 100, which is like my record for live people watching, 100 people watching at the same time on YouTube. It just, YouTube doesn't push the live streams as much as TikTok. TikTok, one time we had 4,000 people watching at once, but it was only briefly. And I think I even ended the live, like I had like 3,000 people, and I put a stop to it because the comments were just, it wasn't of any use. It was when that Homeland Security exercise was going on in the river. But it's usually really hard to get above 1,000 on TikTok at any one time. These people don't stay long. They stay for 5 seconds and they find something else. They leave a nasty comment and they're already moved on. But there's Star Wars. You get your Star Wars golf balls there. Yeah, how you doing there? Scott, how you doing there? Oh yeah, you're moving your daughter there. There, we'll head across the BP bridge here. Get you nice skyline views. Looks like there's field trips and other things over there. Families are walking across the bridge here. Thank you for visiting. Yeah, Maggie Daly Park. We'll head into Millennium Park. We'll get nice skyline views. Birthday trip to see your daughter? That's great, Julie. Yeah, plans for August. Yeah, well, let us know. Usually pretty easy to find here. Hey, biking across. These guys are having fun here. So usually you're not supposed to bike or skateboard. I don't care. But if the Millennium Park security sees you, they might say something. They made it across though. See, everybody just does whatever the hell they want. Anyway, it's only if you get caught. It's like the scooters riding on the sidewalks. Hey, welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the BP bridge here. We got a nice cool breeze here. And we're heading this way towards the skyline. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in here, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah. So here, we'll get across here. Yeah, they could be doing worse. It doesn't bother me. That's why I said they're really not doing any harm to anybody else. As long as they stay out of the way of the pedestrians walking across here. Somebody will be popping a wheelie, filming it for TikTok. But here we'll cross Columbus. Here's the Aon building, Prudential. Nice skyline views here. Head across the BP pedestrian bridge. Everything's corporate branded in here. It's either the philanthropist, that family that donate the money, or a corporate sponsor. There, NASCAR race, July 6th and 7th. We see them setting up for it. Look at this guy. He's just like, get out of my way. He's having a good time. We'll see how long the security puts up with this. It's a Monday, so I guess they're preoccupied with other stuff. Yeah. Gary, have fun with your daughter. And Julie, have fun with your daughter here. Yeah, the symphony's still practicing here. So we'll head down into Pritzker Band Shell here. See if we catch some more of the symphony. We're still streaming okay, good. Clear the rear here. Gary. Daru Khan, yeah, humidity's not too bad today. It was more humid on Saturday. Saturday was really hot and humid, and we got some rain over the weekend. I guess the suburbs got a lot of rain, and it's not as humid today, but it is humid. It's just not as humid as it was. It's all relative. And remember, I just came from Houston, Texas, which had 90 plus degrees and 90% humidity, so it was really humid in Houston. So this feels pretty nice here in Chicago. Low 80s and pleasant sunshine here. Yeah, looks good on the TV. That's good. Here, let's try to catch the symphony here. Can you hear the symphony? Practicing. Yeah, 55%. Thanks, Taco. Yeah, that's the good thing about YouTube 720p. If you got the YouTube app on your flat screen TV, you can just throw it up there. Welcome to a rehearsal. Our next concert is Wednesday, 6:30. Free! My favorite price. There you go. This Wednesday they'll have a free symphony concert right here. And they're practicing for it right now. Yeah, see you, Crystal Blue Funk. I know people got to get back to work. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for getting people to like the live there. Yeah, very relaxing. You got a soundtrack. That's why this goes on all summer. All summer, usually we can walk through here and hear the symphony practicing. Different, sometimes there'll be choral arrangements, opera singers. All kinds of stuff here. So we'll head right. See, they got the bridgeways open. You can get to the Art Institute that way. We'll leave the Pritzker Pavilion here. Got to go back to work. What a bummer. We'll get you another view of the Bean. We'll walk by the Bean here with the symphony in the background here. Hey, the Bean's back. Roll that beautiful Bean footage. Great Bean of Chicago's back open. Great. Look how contrast this with how uncrowded it was when it was the fence here, and now they opened it up. Immediately the crowds return. And just in time for the peak tourist season as we head into 4th of July and Pride parades next weekend. And then we got all the July and August activities. You can sit out here and get a drink and overlook the Bean with the skyline and people taking pictures there. Yeah. Nice music there. So here we'll head down to Michigan Avenue and we'll just reverse this and head back. We'll go back and see how long the line is to Nutella. There you can hear the symphony still practicing over there. Hey, that's a nice carrier. Look at it. Hey, there's the tour bus, double-decker tour bus. You can see the L way in the distance. That's over all the way in the distance. The L is over by Wells Street, and then in the foreground, that's Wabash. So, yeah. It's not like there's a blues band on the corner there. Oh, you got the Bean with the reflection of the skyline. That's great, Dad. That's a many iconic posters of that, or pictures, whatever you got there. Man, it's good. So we'll head right back to Michigan Avenue here. I guess they got a blues band or some type of band playing across the way there. Summer's heating up here. How's that for scenes of the city? Ice Cream Man playing the blues with the yellow going by. Yeah, Sweet Home Chicago. Good to be back. Yeah. Sweet summertime. Go past another monk here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, blues band and the trains. You know you're back in Chicago, Sweet Home Chicago. Summertime, hot town in the city, hot time in the city. Back of my neck's getting gritty. And get dogs. Here is the Chicago bus system. Got the colonnade here. Yeah, the lunch bunch. Thanks everybody. Thanks for letting me take a trip to Texas. We try to get back to our usual streaming schedule here. And just wanted to catch the beans as much as I could today because I know they just reopened it there. We might skip it tonight since we saw it twice today, and I already posted that on TikTok. So people who just watched the rerun from this morning. Hey, we got the light here, so we'll cross here at Randolph. We got 104 here. So here comes a fire truck. Number 6 and number 13 making a right here. They're going right to where I work. Hopefully it's not my building. It's always scary when look, they pulled up right here in front of the Doral. They used to call this Doral, now they call it. Look, these firefighters are getting out here, so we're seeing right in action here. Firefighters just pulled around here in Michigan Avenue here. See how you see the Wrigley building in the background here. This is the real Chicago fire. Got the axe and crowbar going into 155 Michigan Millennium Plaza here. So hopefully everything's all right. Maybe it's just somebody stuck in an elevator. Number 13. See, the action never ends here in the city. There's always something going on. These are the true heroes, the firefighters, first responders. There's the chief right there. Yeah, fire truck, sounds of the city. Right on cue. But it looks like hopefully they got everything under control here. Normal stuff that happens every day. So the line to Nutella is not as long, so that must have been the lunch rush to get Nutella. There's a few people still waiting to get in here. Stan's Donuts, we went by Garrett's Popcorn. We're on Michigan Avenue here, heading back to work. It's getting hot. And there, we'll just go by the Nutella here. Yeah, there is a line. It's kind of crowded here. Everything's bunching up here. We'll try to get across the street here real quick. Hey, that's a nice dog. Look at that. We got 5 seconds. We're going. Always the last car. But hey, I'm going to head back to work. Thanks everybody for tuning in here. Have a good rest of your Monday. We're back in Chicago. And yeah, just go buy some Nutella Jewels. I know. It's just a what, a spread, right? You know, it's like buying frosting or something. I mean, I know it's made out of nuts. Shows you the power of marketing, the brand. You know, but have a great afternoon. See you, Julie, Tara, Carrie, and everybody else, Marco, Taco. Thanks everybody. So we'll talk to you later. Have a great day, and we'll see you on TikTok tonight. Okay, thanks a lot everybody. Thanks Sharon, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, Shannon, Marco, Julie, we'll talk to you later. Taco.